The 10-point program is the blueprint that the then guerrilla group led by President Yoweri Museveni drafted to usher in a new political order in Uganda.
The intention of the 10-point program was in a way justification of overthrowing a government or a regime that was there, but also a reflection of the situation as it pertained then.
And these are the 10-point programs.
Democracy, security, elimination of sectarianism, things to do with consolidation of national independence, building national economy, rehabilitation of war-ravaged areas. We talk of elimination of corruption, fighting sectarianism, cooperation with other African countries, and practicing a mixed economic policy, and of course democracy.
But along the years, it was compressed into 4 major values without losing the essence of the 10-point programs. These are Pan-Africanism, dealing with different African states, socio-economic transformation, economy, and democracy.
You see, when we reach out to people on political and governance issues, the proceeds come to the local citizens. Southern Sudan now is a big business center for Ugandans. Eastern Congo is a place where Ugandans are going. I'm told even Ugandans are now venturing into Somalia. Now all this comes because of the struggle that NRM put before, and as a result, Ugandans are benefiting.
Maintenance of a robust economy was another of the factors in the 10-point program.
We improved on the capacity of Owen Falls Dam, that we are now generating about 800 megawatts of electricity, and so many other small dams that are coming up. So it's helping that we have expanded our rural electrification program, and as a result, we have spread jobs to the rural sectors.
The focus on the 10-point program along the way became not as clear as it was in the beginning, where it was a justifying document.
Local governments were vibrant. We had the best local governments in Africa with Ghana. Now, these governments were subdivided to districts, hoping on the line that they are going to provide employment. To me, that is not providing employment.
But according to Professor Edward Chirumira, the economy has favored mostly the middle class, with an upsurge of investors into Uganda.
As we move in the emphasis to expand the middle class, to bring investors in, we risk losing the masses. And so we gain on the economic development, generally macroeconomic development indicators are fantastic and all these kinds of things. But at the same time, we need to be conscious of who that particular 10-point program was meant for.
And although fighting corruption has been one of the core foundations of the 10-point program, 25 years down the road, it is also one of the points that has devalued the 10-point program.
Corruption, as of now, is perhaps one of the things that really the NRM government has to deal with. And especially when corruption gets into the civil service. Because governments survive on a functional civil service.
We are failing because we are sitting and holding our hands and pointing fingers at government. That government do this, government do this. No. Even you who is sitting, do something against that person who is your neighbor, that person who is your tribesmate, that person who is your religious mate, that person whom you share something with. Talk to the person against picking from the public coffers.
NRM is also keen on improving the agriculture sector.
Whether you talk of commercial agriculture, whether you talk of animal industry, it needs a lot of money.
Analysts also argue that the masses would consider the validity of the 10-point program, especially when democracy is adhered to in terms of restoring term limits. Maurice Ochol, NTV.